All right, so about to go over a couple pairs. I got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs. I'm gonna go over real quick for this upcoming week. All right, so we're gonna start with AUDCAD. I did catch a sell on this last week. We're gonna go ahead and mark this up. That's how I'm looking at it so far. All right, cool. Now I do see this support played a major role. This support, we had this resistance. Let's go down to H4. So we did push up, lower highs, and just kept pushing down. Next really could be like right in this area, but I definitely wait and see what price does around that area before I make any moves. If I were to look for any buys, potentially I would wait for price to come above here to look for price to at least push up to right here. But as of now, I'm just looking for sales. Really, I'm just sitting on my hands to see what price is going to do first before I make any moves. All right, GBPCHF. Recently, I've been having a good amount of success with this pair. I see support. Move this out the way. Resistance. So out the gate, I'm seeing higher low right here. Now, granted, it is an uptrend. I see a higher low. So normally what I do, I will go down to like the smaller time frames, preferably around the M30. That's like my sweet spot. I love the M30. So you can see support was created right there. Had another one right in this area. So even if we go down to the M30, so once I would have seen this price kind of break above, higher low, as soon as it come back above, I'm buying. So it looks good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set an alert for right in this area. Let's just see what price. If price comes back down, give me another higher low. I definitely look for buys to get back into the market. Let's see. It's a nice resistance area right there as well. So overall, bullish on GBPCHF. We did get a higher low. And then overall, it is bullish. So looking for buys, just waiting for essentially an opportunity to get in the market. GJ. Don't know why that alert is still there. All right, once again, GJ, bullish. See, we had a support right in here. Resistance, go down to H4. Had a little minor support in this area. Going to H1. I'm not mad at this actually. A little higher low. Another higher low. If price breaks above this area, I would not mind looking for buys. Back up until this resistance. Let's look at the M30. See, we had this support. Let's adjust this real quick. Had a support. Higher low. Resistance come back down, higher low. As soon as price closed above here, I would do something like that, and then just buy all the way back up here. So something like that is what I would end up looking for. Now, granted, that is the resistance that it did create, but overall, you really could be looking for. This might be the next area right in this area right here. So around 229, 770. So GJ really has a long way to go in all honesty. But small wins. Not really looking for no home runs. For breaks above this area right here, I'll look for buys into that resistance. All right, GU. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. I see a support that was created. Resistance. All right, so it did create a level of support right in this area. I like how that looks. Higher low. Cool. Let's go down to the H1. Same thing. Price comes above this area. I'm looking for buys all the way to whatever resistance was created. As you can see, it's bullish. It's bullish, so I wouldn't look for any sales. If price breaks below this support, then I continue looking for sales coming down to this area. But overall, I'm mainly looking for buys. So you can see on the daily, we have been pushing up. This will be TP1, ultimately TP2 if it continues pushing up. Now, granted, it does have the chance to come all the way down to this support because that's where it created all of that momentum to push up to here. So overall, I'm still looking for buys. Once again, just kind of read and react, see what price wants to do. The market just opened up a couple hours ago, so no rush. USDCAD had some success with this as of recently as well. See resistance, had some support in this area. Let's go to H4. So you can see we have some resistance. We did create some support. So nothing too crazy, in all honesty. I definitely set some alerts in this area just to see what price wants to do. Granted, we could see it has been bearish. Now, let's not, forget overall it is bullish though, because we can see this support was created. Let's go down to the daily. It may look a little better. Had that high, retested the support, broke above. So it can retrace all the way down here. But overall, I am looking for buys on this pair. But as of now, it is bearish at the moment until we get some, bearish structure that has been broken. If price breaks above this, then we can go ahead and start looking for those buys. In the meantime, I'll continue looking for sales. Once again, no rush. The market did just open. If price breaks below this area, looking for price to get to down here. So just keep it simple. No need to overthink it and do too much. UJ is near the all-time high. I normally don't like trading pairs when they're at all-time highs. Because once it breaks this all-time high, we have no clue where price will go. Price has never been that high. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of trading pairs when they're at all-time highs. I'd much rather either just sit on my hands or go trade something else. As we can see, all this support was created. Higher lows created. So, in all honesty, I'll probably just leave UJ alone. Just trade something else. Me personally. Because we're basically near the all-time high already. Right there around 162, 670. No, my apologies. It is 162, 813. So you're around 30 pips away. No, honestly, me personally, I'm just going to leave this alone. And gold. Let's see what gold is talking about. Gold has definitely been bearish. But as you can see, we are respecting this support in this area. Friday, it did close bullish Friday. It's that main area. Let's go down to the H4. And we can see right here, lower high, lower high. This was another lower high. Well, honestly, I'm just relaxing. No point in rushing anything. And the reason why I'm marking this one is because we did have a low, lower high. Did come down a little lower. Closed below this lower high. Came down a little lower. Now, granted, it did break above. So now if price breaks above again, I may look for buys. If it breaks below the support, I can see price coming down to around this area, around 39.22. But once again, in the meantime, just allow price to maneuver and do what it wants to do, and then we'll just most likely just read and react. But once again, don't rush anything. Take your time. Don't over leverage. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything. It's always going to be a setup, even if you missed the setup you wanted. It's always going to be another setup coming. So remain patient, and everything will end up playing out. Once again, this is my breakdown for this upcoming week. And thank you.